Okay, so for this question, it's compound interest. Okay, you've got quite a lot of details here. I've got an extra page for it here. So there's a compound interest formula, but of course we've got Finance Solver on the calculator as well. So we'll try and do it both ways, okay? And so here's our formula here. I'm just going to write it straight down. We've got FV equals PV times 1 plus R over 100k to the kn. So we're going to be careful that we know what all these variables represent, okay? So Diego deposited 8,000 Argentinian pesos. That's the present value, 8,000. Sub it in, times by. The interest rate is 15%, so we have to put 15, not 0.15, 15. We get the 0.15 by the 100 on the bottom. The K is compounding periods per year. And it says it's compounded monthly, so that's 12. So there's 12 up here. And the N in here is, N is the number of years, and the number of years is 2. So we could just blast that in a calculator and get the correct answer. But let's also do a Finance Solver. So get on the menu, get on the number. Oh, not in there, is it? Where is it? It's in the finance. There it is, number 8. So get in number 8, get in the Finance Solver. And now you've got to be careful here because there's a big N here. But the big N here isn't the number of years, it's the number of payments. So the number of payments here is 2 years, 12 per year, it's 24. So it's actually the 2 times 12 part from here. The interest rate in percent, well, it's the 15%. So type in 15. The present value, well, actually I'm going to put in a negative here because this is money that I'm investing in a bank. So I'm going to give away 8,000 to the bank. So negative here. PMT is, well, we're not actually adding anything extra on a monthly basis. It's a one-off payment. Future value is what I want to try and work out. The payments per year here is 12 because that's the compounding period. So 12. Oh, calculator's gone wrong a bit, gone a bit crazy. And then let's have a look at the last little bit here. The last little bit is the compounding periods per year is 12. That should always match. And the payments made at the end of each month. We're solving for final value, so just press return, and it says 10,000. So final value here is 10,778.81. That's 2 decimal places, and that's Argentina pesos. Okay, but we haven't finished the question yet because it says how much is the interest earned. So what we need to do, of course, is the final amount minus the starting amount. So this is what the actual interest earned is. So that's 2,778.81. That's the interest earned. Okay, so that's important that we actually answer the question. Okay, so for the second part here, we can do a similar thing. We can do the Finance Solver, or we could do the actual formula, and I'm going to go do the Finance Solver here, and I'll let you do the formula if you would like to do that. So on the Finance Solver, let's have a little look. Carmen, let me just move this over here, and let's just get this zoomed back in. Okay, so here her account plays nominal interest of 17%. So let's get this up. Let's just get the view of the Ti-Inspired a bit smaller so I can see it on the screen. Ah, there we go. Okay, so the interest here, just need to try and make this so it fits a little bit better, guys. There we go. Okay, so if I scroll up here, so the interest on this second question is 17%. I believe, yep. So let's change that to 17%. 3 years, and it's compounded yearly, so the number of payments is just 3. The final value here, the total amount is 10,000, so we change the final amount to 10,000 here. The payments per year, well, this is just 1 actually because it's compounded yearly, so 1 and 1. have we got everything in there? N is 3, that's the number of payments, so it's 3 years at 1 payment per year, 17%. The present value is what we're trying to work out. So click on here and press enter, and there's the present value. And notice that the present value here is equal to negative 6243.71, which means we must invest or deposit 6243.71. Now, if you actually want to write these down, sometimes a good way to show your method here, because there's 3 marks here. So if you actually just type in something wrong and get the wrong answer here, you're going to get 0 marks out of 3. But if you actually just write down some of the inputs from your calculator, N is 3, I is 17%, PV equals question mark, FV equals 10,000, and if you have a little look at PPY equals 1 and CPY equals 1, just by writing that down, you're actually going to get some method marks, even if you don't get the correct final answer. So it's really important that you have both those skills at your fingertips, being able to use the formula and then also be able to use the finance solver. Now, what would it look like if we tried to solve this second question using the formula? Well, let's try and do that. So if I just do the formula here, so FV equals PV times by 1 plus R over 100k to the kn. So let's transfer things in. Final value is 10,000. PV is what we're trying to find, times 1 plus 17 over 100 times k, monthly compounding, and this is 1 times by 3. Okay, so you could actually just either n solve that or just literally rearrange, because PV would be the 10,000 divided by whatever this number is here. Okay, so you could put put this on your calculator. You'd get a particular answer. Oh, that seems to have deleted it. There you go, you get a particular answer, and then just divide it. So whatever that number is there, you divide it into 10,000, and you should get the same answer as the one we got before. Okay.